Man, ton of information, ton of news. We even got even more news. It's just like an endless flood of info, which is pretty dope. We're gonna go over a bunch of stuff in today's live stream. Maybe, hopefully, catch everybody up with what's going on with 2K for the release of 2K24. Everything sounds amazing. Folks are hyped. Looks like slashing is going to be OP, but what does that mean for interior defense? There's a lot of questions. We need answers. Let me just let everybody know in our Discord that we are live. The homies are here. Let me go through the list. Jose in the building. Manuel Garcia. Ian Villa. Alex, I see you. Saeed, I see you. Justice. What's goody? JB in the building. Daniel Barry. Coach Z. We out here. Oh man, baller in the building. Let's do this thing, man. Diego, Rob, what's good? Orlando, what it is? Hoax, what it is, man. Justice, I see you, bro. The real wavy. Splash Buckets, the week we've all been waiting for. We are here. It's going down. Coffee gang on deck. What up, True? Let's get it all, City. I'm trying to be a maniac. Yes. Yes, we need more maniacs. It's not easy to become a maniac, but we need more. A Dot, Jason, much love to you as well. Jedi, Raphael, Wanted PR, Big Heck in the building. All City Big Heck. We got to get you to change that name on YouTube. NBA 2K Random Guy. What up? Quick Jones. So Shiesty Jeezy. Man, oh man. Let's see what we're going to start with. Because one of the main things I want to start with, let me pull it up. One of the main things I want to start with is the what you guys pretty much voted on, which I was really proud of y'all for voting this way. Trent, what up? What's new? Everything's new. Everything for 2K24 is new. Luck in the building. What up, Sean? Lacey. What up, y'all? 130 in the chat. Let's get it started. Let's get it started in here. All right. You guys voted and said you want teammate grade to be the #1 criteria for determining how you progress your badges on 2K24. And this, look at the difference in percentages, y'all. Looks like the game's going to be good. James Williams, what up? Bino, what up? Any thoughts on my team? I don't play my team, so I can't even if I had thoughts, I wouldn't be able to share much because I'm not a player of my team. I don't have enough experience. What's good, City? 2K17 was my favorite 2K. Happy they're using the grand badge system for 2K24. It's definitely not the same badge system. It's just, there's some differences and there's some adjusting. There's going to be a hell of a learning curve, y'all. A hell of a learning curve. Currently in rec, an A+ teammate grade can give you guys a 25% boost to your badge progression. What does that mean? Do y'all get what that means? Hey, there you go, Big Hack. I need to add that, right? Let me go on. Hold on. Let me add that. Big Red in the building. Appreciate the $5 super chat. Hold on. Let me add that that moderator to that. Let me add the moderator to that. Is this it? Hold on. Is this it? Yeah, this is it. I need to add the moderator to that joint. Give me a second. All City Big Hack. There we go. Come on. Add as a moderator. Save. All right, I added the heck. Jeff Thomas, I love the pass. It keep them scrubs on the free to play. Well, So let me help you guys before we continue. Let me help you understand about the percentages. And these are numbers that are just like right now. I don't know if they're set in stone, but as of right now, an A plus teammate grade will get you a 25% boost to your badge progression. And it's really important what you guys decided here with the teammate grade. It's really important that you guys understand where the community is headed, our mind state. We're tired. Like a lot of us, you know, the game is heavily geared towards casuals, and 2K23 had the largest player base of any 2K. At least if you let some of the 2K affiliates tell the story, 2K23 has had the largest player base. I think a lot of comp players, competitive players, will say that the player base was dwindling. This means that there must have been a lot more casuals on 2K23. And what they experienced, they said, well, we want folks to like start passing the rock. You get what I mean to say? We want folks to have more of a team oriented mindset. And it shows here with these numbers. 77% said make teammate grade, boost those badges. Let that be the primary criteria for badge progression. So this way we don't have folks out there wilding at your expense, trying to get their badges at your expense. So hopefully they hold true to that. How difficult it's going to be to get an A plus teammate grade, we don't know. But there's, from what we know of 2K, there's so many factors that go into your teammate grade, like good spacing, maybe not holding the ball too long. It won't boost your teammate grade, but at least it won't penalize your teammate grade if you hold the ball too long. And I'm hoping there is a stiff penalty for those folks that just don't know the pass button. Hopefully there is a stiff penalty for them outside of their gameplay. Hopefully their teammate grade takes a hit as well for holding the ball too long, ineffectively holding the ball too long. What up, Chosen? Co-star, I see you, man. What's goody? Appreciate y'all being here. Salute to y'all, man. Good vibes. Good vibes today. Anything lower than a D plus, and I can't tell you how many people we had at D plus. With them, we ran rec damn near the whole year. There were a lot of players in that D plus category. But if you have a D plus, and hopefully people understand what this means, that's a 35% hit. A hit. 35% hit to your badge progression. It's gonna go down. Wins also will give you a 10% boost. So if you accompany the win with the 25 A plus, that could equal up to 35% badge progression. So that's pretty dope. I like that. Them rec randoms need to get kicked for standing out of bounds, and they are. There is a heftier penalty for rec randoms who stand on the bounds and try to sell the game. They will get kicked. At least that's what they said. They tried to touch base on that. I'm looking for my clippers. What up, Dre Watson? Vice in the building. Do you think 2K Online gonna run good enough on the PlayStation Portal? I don't know. That PlayStation Portal operates off Wi-Fi. I was watching a video about the PlayStation Portal, and it seems like a waste of money. You're not gonna be able to play your catalog. You're not gonna be able to stream your games. It's just whatever you have on your system, you can pull up on the PlayStation Portal. I'm not going to dive too deep into it because I haven't gathered enough information, but it's not looking like a good thing. Plus, you can't use Bluetooth. So you can't use your Bluetooth headset on your portable PlayStation, which is insane to me. They're going to sell separate headsets to use for your PlayStation Portal. It's just a money grab and it's sick. I'm tired of it. 2K grabs enough of our money, man. I'm tired of it. Everybody stop trying. I feel like, I grew up in New York City, and I grew up in New York City in the time where you guys couldn't come to Times Square. That was my era. There was no going to Times Square, bro. There wasn't no tourist. You wasn't being a tourist trying to look at the bright lights, because the time you're looking up, everything's out your pockets. I grew up in that hustle era, where everybody trying to hustle you. And now we're out here online, and it feels like everybody trying to hustle you. Hustle $1. And I'm not talking about 2K, because it looks like 2K is shining right now for 2K24. Hopefully they hold true and they execute well. But everything else seems like a hustle. And I'm like, man, you gotta, the most minor purchase, you gotta be kind of double and triple checking that everything's like kosher. And I really hate that, man. Will shooting be easier? We're not absolutely sure if shooting will be easier. I have a feeling it's going to be similar. They need to tone down these refs, though, blow. Yeah. So, in regards to the refs, there's this new badge called Whistle. And as they're talking about, they're discussing, let me put this down. They're discussing how good finishing is going to be. And when you consider a badge like Whistle, which helps folks get more calls, I can't understand the logic. You can't give finishing so much options. I'll keep it a buck with y'all. What up, Rome? If you're talking about the time not being able to go to Times Square, yes, Mr. Compton, you already know the vibes, man. You already know the vibes. Yeah, that's my era. New York City not being able to go to Times Square, that's my era. Anybody could come to New York now. Anybody. And you be safe. Don't go to Bronx, don't go to Brooklyn in certain areas, but yeah, even nice areas in Brooklyn, you good over there, tourist locations. But yeah, it was a different time where everybody was hustling you out there. We need to stand together. Look at Europe. The cane of standards on charging cable to USB-C. Now Apple is switching their cable to USB-C as they would not have been able to sell in Europe. Interesting. That is interesting. I ain't even gonna front. What do you think about PlayStation Edge controller? I haven't gotten my hands on it, so I can't tell you. I wish I could tell you any better, but there's another little aspect of things that as a consumer, I'm just trying to say, I don't need that. You're not getting me, brother. You know that when I see all these like innovative technological advances, I wait a little while. I'm just like that. It's the old head in me. The old head in me says chill, because they're gonna get you, bro. Oh, City, you got that New York accent too. You already know, Rich Reed. What up, Murder? Bushwick Ave, my stomping ground. Salute to the homies in Bushwick. A good reason to allow you guys some insight. I was born in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. You look up the Lower East Side right now, it's like a trendy neighborhood, but just look up Avenue D and you'll know where I'm at. And I lived all over for years, lived all over the city. The only borough that I did not live in was Staten Island. And most folks, if you were born outside of Staten Island, you don't go to Staten Island. If you were born there, so be it. But you're not like moving to Staten Island. So spent a ton of years in the BX, spent a ton of years in BK. I loved Queens for the peaceful side, certain peaceful sides of Queens. Queens was the first place that I moved out to from moving from the lower. But just to give you some insight as to why I reference myself as all city is because I dead seriously lived all over the city. And you might catch me in a city near you, as some of the folks could attest to. When they ask me where I'm from all over. That's where I'm from. I used to work out there. That's what's up. What up, Lake Effect? Thoughts on floor setters. 2K Arab said thoughts on floor setters is going to be a game changer. Floor setters is what's going to create diversity in gameplay that you see out there. You know, in 2K23 that you saw like the same gameplay from most players, that even when somebody did the slightest different type of animation, you're like, oh, something new. Even until right now. By the way, I got on 2K23 right now. Y'all still playing? What up, Smug? What up, Ryan? Are y'all still Shaolin in the building? What up, Joe Cool? Garcia from Best Style, salute. Are y'all still playing 2K23 right now? I tried to get on 2K23 last night. Like, that joint was unreal, bro. Like, unreal. I couldn't believe it. And I ain't gonna front. My thoughts, and I don't want to, this is not my intention to curb your enthusiasm in any way, but I'm just going to share my thoughts with you guys from my experience playing last night. And we won. It ain't like we ain't win. We won. My thoughts was Ain't no way they could fix everything that's wrong from one year to the next. That joint was so bad that I said, "How this got to be affecting sales? Why would they even leave it like this?" It was such a bad experience. Yeah, I deleted it again. Like I only downloaded it because I wanted to make some comparisons between the 2K22, 2K23 builder and what they showed in that image that's spreading for the 2K24 builder. So I wanted to try to match them up, which I explained in today's video. And I did that, and I learned some stuff, which we'll explain in this live stream as well. Like I learned that certain attributes are tethered differently. So I was going down the image. Let me see if I pull it up. I'll explain here. I'll pull it up so you guys have a clear idea of what I'm talking about. I have the image right here. So I'm done. Let me show it. Let me see. I gotta make it smaller. Let me just make it smaller. So this image right here is what I tried to match with each number. So I tried to match each number in the 2K23 builder, and I realized that the attributes are hella tethered. They're hella tethered differently. Let's go. So for instance, when I got to my ball handle, I was going one by one, but it was when I got to my ball handle from top to bottom that I realized that you see how low his driving layup is, but when I raise my ball handle to the number that they have here, I couldn't do it without my layup going higher than what they show here. And the same went for perimeter defense. So it's definitely tethered differently, y'all. Sorry if I missed any comments. You already know I'm in my zone. Shot timing fluctuations were controller smashing awful. They were controller smashing awful with some of the things I noticed during last night's gameplay as well. I appreciate that, Abdullah. He said, I look mad tired. No, I'm not tired. I'm good. I just came from working out. I feel good. I'm not tired at all. I appreciate that, though. Looking out for me, man. I am not tired at all. I feel good. I'm out here ready to vibe with y'all. Tim and Tennis. Anyone know the size for 2K24? I don't know the size of the file for 2K24, but second we find it, I'll definitely share it with you guys. Nice to see you again. Yeah, you ask your question. You don't need to ask a question. I'm watching on MK1. Still going to be a random on 2K24. Let me adjust this. Put that there. At least on small guards anyway. City, I broke my headset playing 2K23 Saturday. I don't blame you, Dame Espacio. It is absolutely crazy. I don't know what they're doing. Let me see if I adjust this thing here too. Hold on one second. It's kind of hot in here as well. Give me 1 second, y'all, because I probably need some more warmth on my top light. Let me put this to the right. Oh, there we go. There we go. Add some color. Yeah, because I'm like, the homie's like, I look tired. I'm like, I'm chilling, B. But I had it on. I had my lighting on hella cool. See that? There we go. That's much better. See how like cool that is? And then like I just make it a little warmer there. Add some warmth. There we go. That's much better. Please get rid of the boost. Well, the boost ain't going nowhere. That's 2K's moneymaker. You think they slacked on purpose 2K23 to 2K24? Well, that is the theory that goes on through the 2K community. The theory for years that's been going on through the 2K community. 476 in the chat. Salute to y'all. Appreciate y'all being here. But the theory is, for years, at the end of every 2K cycle, the game gets goofier than ever before. And this has been consistent for years. This is why the 2K community has come up with this idea. And then you think 2K and it's like, you can't put it past 2K. They don't have a lot of integrity in their brand. And I'm not speaking about 2K development. I'm speaking about 2K's business ethics. So at least it doesn't seem like they have a lot of integrity. Would they do something like that? I'll let you guys decide if they would do something like that. Gym Rat is gone, y'all. No more Gym Rat for 2K24. Your like drills are going to be different. They're going to be badge based, if I'm not mistaken. You will get boosts and you can get a permanent boost just like you did in all previous 2Ks. The rebirth is here, and you will start your rebirth builds with silver badges. What about 2K online server lag? It's something we're going to have to deal with. It's just how it is. Gym Rat's probably being replaced with Mamba mentality. It's not. Gym Rat, there's just a whole new process. So it's possible that Mamba mentality could play a part in it, but they did cover Gym Rat being gone and how you would go about doing your workout. So they did talk about that. Zach Timmerman touch base on it. What up? What up, the other dude? Guitar was good. I'm definitely excited for 2K. Don't know if I would trust them replica builds. I have a feeling, y'all, that they're called NBA templates, by the way. And if you guys don't know, when you create an NBA template, if you guys don't know this, when you create an NBA template, you get all the animations that player has in the game. Off rip, they're available to you. So even if you make like that, say your build is not even allowed to normally get that particular animation, they're going to be given to you. If you make the NBA player template without modifying it, that's the key here. You cannot modify it. If you don't modify it, you get all the animations and they give them to you. I have a feeling that you're going to see a lot more people using those NBA templates. So I don't know. I guess I imagine that 2K, considering, and a good reason as to why I feel that way is because of what pro play is for 2K24. So I stopped playing when my friends were complaining about how bad my paint defense was. Yeah, and it wasn't your fault. It just wasn't your fault. Paint defense was terrible. And 2K has admitted that. Fly Money Time, appreciate you joining as a pro member. If you guys would like to join the All City family and become a member here on the channel, all you got to do is type !join. The link will pop up. You can join, become a member. I'll definitely give you a shout out for that. Not only that, you get a badge by your name so you can stand out from the group. Trust me, Ghostfighter said, trust me, when the game releases, please do your Mamba moments first before creating a My Player. Interesting. I think Mamba moments is tied to your Mamba mentality. That's what I'm leaning towards. I'm going to test it out just to see if it's effective. Mike Wang had tweeted that all animations will already be available off rip though. Right, yeah, so you get all the animations if you create an NBA player template build. You can't modify it though. And all those animations are only tied. All those animations, they're tied to your that particular NBA player template build. It ain't like you get those animations and then transfer them over. So all animations, I imagine, will be available depending. You still got to you have to have the height requirements and you have to have the attribute requirements. What we're seeing here with NBA template builds, you don't need to meet no requirements. You just go on out there and equip those animations. So hopefully you guys understand that. Oh man, beginner, you think they will patch losing a bar of boost for off ball like they did in 2K23? I don't think so, because they implemented the get open mechanic. So I don't think they're going to patch that. John Harvey, please, appreciate you joining as a pro. Thank you for joining. What up, Bam? I don't think they're going to patch it because there's this new mechanic called get open. And hopefully you guys hear me out here, because you know how when you go to move your player and you're trying to move fast, so you hit the R2 button or you hit the turbo button? Well, now in NBA 2K24, if you just tap it, you're going to lose an adrenaline boost bar because it's going to give you a speed boost. So hopefully you guys understand that. You're going to have to be cautious with how you're pressing that turbo button. If you just tap it, you lose an adrenaline bar, but you get a speed boost. If you press and hold it down, you can just normally move around while sprinting. So I said I was hoping that they would put that under a different button, because everybody's going to be inclined to hit that turbo button. J-Riss Twin in the building. J-Riss is in here. Salute to J-Riss, man. J-Riss, a next maker. J-Riss joined our Twitter space not too long ago, and he gave us some great feedback. Uh, salute to the homie Jairus, man. Get open, you lose one. Yeah, there you go. Wait, if someone do the template build, don't you have to buy the dribble moves? But once you get it off the bat, they probably took that 5K VC and get it automatically. From what they said, I could only reiterate exactly what they said. From what they said, you get the animations off rip added to your, I don't know if you're gonna have to purchase the animation. They didn't say anything about purchasing. They made it seem as soon as you make that template build, you get it off rip. Maybe J-Risk could clarify. Slitch said you get a speed boost using the right stick off ball and with spins and jukes. As long as this is my first All City Live, can I get a shout out? Appreciate you, Marcus. Thank you for being here. Javis Twins, salute to the All City crew, W community. Appreciate you saying that. We are out here. We are working. You see us working out here. We're, I was just talking with All City Big Heck right before the live stream. And it's been such a beautiful thing to see how we're evolving as a team. One thing I will say the 2K community lacks is a team. And we're doing our best to put our best foot forward and provide for the 2K community. We're going to keep doing that, man. We're going to keep doing that. Everybody in their own lane trying to make something happen. And it seems to be working out really well. And that's through a lot of dedication and effort on our behalf. We stay connected offline. This ain't just on some gameplay connection. This is about us talking and trying to find strategic ways to really provide for the community. So it's a beautiful thing, man. I appreciate you guys noticing that as well. Salute, Jairus. I don't trust anything 2K says, the homie said. Chef Mitchell, what's good? City, I really appreciate the content. Keep doing your thing. Appreciate you saying that. 576 in the chat. It looks like I got to lower this lighting. I see a mad bright. So I tried adjusting my white balance. It looks like I'm going to have to go back down. I'm too bright in here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second. Let me lower this left one. Is it that one? No, it's this one. I could lower that and then lower the top one. There we go. Ooh, that's more dynamic. Ooh. That's really good. Spazin, what up? Word is my first love. It's crazy how I randomly found someone on Twitch too. I guess I used to run with you. I don't know what happened or whatever, but we outside in the building. All right, that's what's up. I might have missed like the first part of that statement. Hawaii in the house. Appreciate you joining from Hawaii. X, what up, X? Appreciate you, Fly Money Time. You just glowing? All right, I'm glowing. All right, that's what's up. I guess I'm glowing. I gotta adjust my lighting. I tried to make some adjustments. So I'm gonna have to. I should have did that earlier today instead of doing it right before a live stream. It is what it is. Have you heard that there's more you have to do, more than one thing to unlock your badges? So the way the badge system works, there's a height requirement, and it's height, and I know there's one more thing, an attribute requirement. So in order to get badges at certain levels, you got to be the right height and also have the correct attributes to get the badge at a certain level. So they're going to have gates on them. And some of these gates, for some badges, is only going to be one thing. But for other badges, it's going to be like, say, a physical attribute. And also, for instance, let's say maybe, what could we think of? Like a finishing, say like a driving dunk. You imagine that maybe vertical will play a part in that. So that's how it's going to be. You either have the way Wolf put it, and I'll pull it up for reference so we could. So it's not just me talking here. We could use Wolf's reference. As you guys know, I keep a catalog of these references, and I just gotta find it. Let me double check this one. That's the spot finder, get open. That's not it. Which one is this one? Zach Timmerman. Give me 1 second, y'all. I don't mean to hold y'all, but I want to get this information for y'all. This is, man, that's some great information there. Which one is this one? That's chalk. Oh, I gotta pull that up. I gotta pull that up. I'm pretty sure I saved it. Jim Rat is gone. Now I know I had saved the one with Wolf explaining it. It was a heck. Here we go. No, that's not it. Man, so much information is crazy. I could have sworn I had it earlier. But I do want to pull this up because this was huge, and I'm surprised. I guess people are really hyped about the news because this didn't get as much heat as I thought it was gonna get. Let me pull up this joint right here. What up, Weezy? Let me pull up this joint right here because this is gonna be a shocker. I imagine that Chalk wasn't invited to Community Day, and maybe that's why he sent this out. I don't know if he got invited or not. Maybe you guys could clarify. But Chalk said, "Do with this info as you wish, but the majority of the people who went to Community Day are terrible at the game and don't know what they're talking about. I'd advise that you don't get baited." What up, Coins? I'm not sure if the left right cheese is back, Coins, but we have a badge to counter it. Yes. Fast feed is a badge that a lot of lockdowns are going to be using, and it's going to allow them to make quick adjustments left right and move laterally quicker. So when will they share with us today the my career mode? The week of August 28th is when that stuff starts dropping. I'll pull up the embargo dates. What do you guys think about Chalk saying this? Alfredo said he's salty. Yo, chill, Dula. Yeah, so the week of the 28th is when they'll get it going. He didn't get the invite. Okay, they said he didn't get the invite. Yeah, he really telling us the envy is crazy. Yeah, if people don't seem to like that. Does fast feed take adrenaline bars? They didn't say fast feed takes adrenaline bars, but there was another aspect of speed boosting that may take adrenaline bars. So they didn't verify. Maybe the homie Chuck's baby, King of New York. What up, King? Are there any new classic teams this year? I'm not 100% sure. Bear the Beast Trash Man. Well, this is what he had to say. I'm not gonna put words in Chuck's mouth, but that is what he had to say. Interesting. I thought it was interesting to send that out. I want to say this, y'all, and I got to put it on record because you guys know that I don't hold my tongue when I talk about 2K and some of the finesse tactics that they have in regards to their business ethics. But what they did for them folks that went to Community Day was absolutely A1. Hands down, was just dope. And in my opinion, anybody who's hating on that is probably just mad that they didn't get the opportunity to get that, what they got, or what these folks got in Community Day. First, these folks got to meet Adam Silver. That's first, the NBA commissioner. They got to meet him. So I thought that was dope. And everybody was saying that he's a cool, down-to-earth guy. He's just chill. They got to touch the actual NBA championship trophy. They got to get right up on the actual NBA championship trophy, which I thought was cool as well. They also got to get like their own NBA copy. Salute to J-Riz Twin because he shared this on his Twitter. They got to get their copy of 2K with their image on it as if they were the cover athlete, which I thought was super dope too. Some other folks, what I saw on Twitter, some other folks shared this on Twitter where they gave them these cards that will help them as creators deliver free copies of 2K to you guys. So if they made a video on a particular topic, then they'll get a code to give to you guys. So I thought that was pretty dope as well. They had a logo gauntlet where some of the folks who may not have had logos were able to participate in a matchup to get a logo. Salute to Hollywood 2K for sharing that info in the Twitter space. That was dope. The homie Donnie Baby said they could look but not touch the trophy. Still dope to be that close to the NBA championship trophy. Chris Roberts said, Chalk is a god. He dropped all you off in here. Probably facts. Probably facts. I don't know if you're looking for like a fight, Chris Roberts, but we ain't doing that in here. Chalk is goated at the game. That's hands down. He's a good player. Everybody who's familiar with the 2K community should know that Chalk is a good player. We're talking about what he had to say. So you could save all the nonsense because it's not going down in here. What you thought I was finna say something negative about Chalk? We know who Chalk is. Salute to Chalk, by the way. The man's been in this community through thick and thin for the longest time. Are there any new classic teams? I'm not sure, Robert. I'm not sure if there's new classic teams. I haven't got any information on that. I appreciate that, Zane 2K. Why didn't they invite you all city or goated in 2K? I appreciate that. I don't think it has anything to do with being goated or not. I think it's how your content is delivered. And I don't think with the way in which I deliver content, I will ever get an invite to the 2K community day. I don't think that'll ever happen. And then, like, I was just talking with the homie Heck. Even if I did get an invite to 2K community day, you know how difficult it will be to get me to go over there? You know how difficult that is? It'll be really difficult. Salute to everybody who was gone, though. It looked like it was a hell of a memorable experience for them, man. And I love that 2K made that happen for them folks. It's a lot of young folks in there, and you can't put me around a lot of young folks. Nah. There's a lot of young folks in there, and it wouldn't work. It wouldn't be a good look. But it is what it is, man. Salute to them, man. I love that they got that. I love that 2K stepped up their game and really made them feel special. It showed like acknowledgement for their efforts and what they do for 2K as well. So 2K provided back, and I thought that was absolutely amazing. What's the difference between rim running and slashing? We were talking about this the other day. I appreciate you saying that. Jairus said all ages. Yeah, all ages. I saw all ages, but you already know, Jairus, you know what type of time I'm on. You already know the vibes. I would probably be with Jairus. Me and Jairus would probably be chilling. That's what, me, Jairus, Bash, you know, some of the older folks, we probably vibe out. But yeah, like I said, I highly doubt that there ever come a day where 2K would invite me to community day. I appreciate that, Ray. The homie said, what's the difference between rim running and slashing? And we was having this conversation in a Twitter space, and the same rim runners, it varies. And rim running has such a long history with 2K, and I don't think folks really understand this. Where we could speak on a game, say we go into the rec center, and say you're playing a team with like low IQ. We could speak on that team and say they have rim runners who just don't have any IQ and they just selling the bag. We'll call them rim runners from a butt cheeks perspective. Oh, that man just rim running. That boy is terrible, you know? But there's levels to this, because this is how long the phrase rim running has been in 2K. On the same, with the same breath, if you're going into like say a pro-am game and they're running an ISO and you have an elite ball handler rim running, you'll speak rim running from a whole different perspective. Man, that boy's killing out there. He's rim running like crazy. So it's been around so long that there's no difference between rim running and slashing per se, but the rim running concept is more so based on what your skill level is and how we would call you a rim runner. So if you're terrible, you'd be like, that man's just rim running. He's terrible. He ain't got nothing else in his bag. He rim running, don't even have the IQ for rim running, and they give rim running a bad name. And I gotta say, from my experience, that's because of what 2K has developed into. 2K21, 22, and 23. There wasn't like a lot of skill. Don't get me wrong. It's hard to say that. I hate to say that. in that way. But rim running was just different from what we used to have. It used to take a lot of skill, a lot of finesse. You used to have control all the way to the rack. You knew that it was you that killed them and it wasn't 2K holding your hand to get the ball to the rack. That's the best way I could describe it. For years, we had this type of finishing where it took a lot more skill and you felt in control the whole way through. Where in 21, 22, and 23, there was some exploits that made it feel like it was more so 2K that was letting you finish. Interior defense on 2K23, 2K letting you finish. That was poor IQ for you to attempt to drive on that man when he has his rim protector badge on. But 2K still lets you finish. In 2K20, you had this finesse option where you'll hop in and break past defenders. You'll see the motion happen and then wide open. There was skill, the teardrop skill. Where's the my career? This trailer, I'm freaking out. I need to watch it. Hold on, what do you say? Ricky George. Where's the My Carrier trailer? I can't wait for this trailer. I'm freaking out. I need to watch it. Riot now. I can't wait because please, can you post it? Sorry. You can go to 2K's Twitter. That was a lot to take on. That was a lot to take in. Appreciate the $5 super chat. But yeah, that was the My Career trailer. We're getting information the week of August. Let me pull it up. August 28th. This week here. And I want to pull up when the embargo lifts for creators out there. Let me pull it up. Give me a second. For the homie in the stream that was saying something weird about like, do I sleep in this hat? I have so many different hats, and I'm not big on like trying to look extra special in a sausage party. So if you see me wearing the same hat, you're probably looking at me too close. Stop looking at me that. If you was in front of me, trust me, you wouldn't be looking at me that close. So to the homie who was talking about my hat, it's just so weird. I have like so many hats, it's ridiculous. But again, I don't look to look crispy in a sausage party. That's you, Cupcake. That's you. You want to look good in a sausage party. It's not me, bro. So I just wanted to get that out there. These cupcakes are crazy the way they stare at you. The boys be looking deeply into my eyes, trying to get at my soul. I'm like, save the nonsense, Goofy. Man, I'm telling you, man, sometimes we just got to take a pause and address these folks. Oh, man. Yeah, he looking closerly at me. He looking way too closerly at me. Rest in peace, City's dreads. Yeah, the dreads are gone. On to A1 Gotti. Appreciate you. 9123. There you go. Glizzy gladiators out there. Facts. Oh man, appreciate the love, y'all. I really, really, truly appreciate the love. Hey, listen, if you haven't subscribed yet, and you know this is shameless, and it's a shameless plug because we've been doing it for so long. You can help us really get to 100K, and I have a goal to get to 100K this year. I want to make that happen as soon as possible. You guys can help us get there by just hitting that subscribe button. Salute to Cold Boy Clutch for following. Meek J5, appreciate the follow. Little Nas X peoples. To each their own. To each their own. If you want to wear a dress, go ahead and wear it. I grew up in the Lower East Side of Manhattan. They were like the trendsetters for the LGBTQHA movement. They were the trendsetters for them. So I grew up around that stuff, right next to the village. So I have no like negative thoughts toward it, but stop looking at me close like that, bro. This is not going down. Oh man, have you heard anything about face scans? I have not. I have not heard anything about face scans for 2K24. Ricky George, my chill, my bad. Probably gonna make a big, bro. This is Ricky George. I'm gonna be a 7A center that can shoot and defend this Also swing that ball at the rim, bro. What you think? Yeah, make that 7-8 center, bro. And yo, when you find that 7-8 center, my G, send it to me. Send it to me. As soon as you find that 7-8 center, send it to me, bro. I never really trust people with two first names, bro. I don't know. This like that Ricky Bobby effect. If you ain't first, you last. It's something suspect about folks with two first names. But I appreciate the $5 super chat, Ricky George. The Wembley template. It is more dollars than. Oh man, good times, man. He's still making an alien. 7-8, yikes. Oh man, James says 7-8, yikes. Gotta love it, man. Gotta love it. 686 in the chat. Salute to y'all, man. We out here. Hey, we're gonna be getting into the Twitter space scene as well. So if you guys really, the homie All City Big Heck has been hosting Twitter spaces along with Ja. Ja Bridgeforth has been going crazy. Red City has been going crazy. And we've hosted some Twitter spaces ourselves. And we're going to be increasing the amount of Twitter spaces that we're hosting. So I recommend that you guys go follow All City Big Heck at B1S. If you're looking for All City Big Heck, go follow him. And we're going to be doing this more often. And we're even thinking of like doing the live stream thing. So that way for the folks who aren't comfortable with Twitter spaces or understand Twitter spaces or X spaces, I'll be having a live stream going because they're bringing out some heavy hitters, man. And we've getting a ton of insight for 2K. Some heavy hitters are joining into those Twitter spaces. People who have gone to the community day were joining, sharing their insight. Folks were at the airport on their way back, sharing insight. Salute to Hollywood 2K for sharing that insight, and a ton of other people as well. Yeah, the spaces have been dope. Facts. Jairus Twin was in there sharing insight. Facts, Jairus. They have been dope. Seeing the community come together like that, it made me realize, because I'm late on the Twitter game thing, but it made me realize that I think a lot of my opinions of folks, the best way I could put it is like, it was naive of me to share my opinions. I should have been more devoted to the Twitter spaces and got a bit more insight. And now that I'm getting that, I have like whole new opinions developed of a lot of influencers and a lot of people within the 2K community. And that's just been super dope for me. It's super dope for me to see. It helps me with my content, and it helps me understand the community better, which will in turn allow me to deliver way better content. So did you watch the new Undisputed this morning? I didn't. Some of the people talking on Twitter spaces have horrible vocabulary. I believe it. I believe it. Just because I do want to mention this, just because somebody has a poor vocabulary doesn't mean what they have to say is not valid. So I've learned that over the years. Just because someone can't properly articulate themselves has nothing to do with their smarts. Some people are just smart in different ways. When they drop in the city trailer, so I think we got, it should be soon. Should be soon. We don't got much time left. And what time you drop my career? It hasn't dropped yet, yeah. It hasn't dropped yet. People need to get out that 92 and under rec. People care too much about win percentage. I gotta tell you, I played the whole year in the rec center for 2K23, and we didn't even think about 92 and under. I don't know why is that a thing. Ricky George said, "What been eating today, bruh? I'm chill." I'll wait for the super chat to come in. Ricky George, appreciate the 199 super chat off the Henny. It's 5 o'clock, so homie just got off work. Shots. Threw them back. Said, I'm going to All City stream, and I'm going to super chat the hell out of it. And I appreciate you, Ricky George. If you ain't first, you're last. They got that check today. Get a homie 6 feet. I don't enter the record, so I'm an 80 overall, Shanice said. He said, smoking. Y'all crazy. Y'all crazy, bro. Y'all sick off the Annie. Oh man, tell you to go. What up, my G? What's goody? Good vibes, man. What else can we get into? Let's see. Spot finder badge and the get open mechanic. This is what we was talking about. Let me put it in. Let me put it up. Let me pull it up so that we have at least a topic to discuss while we're moving. Spot finder. Again, drop a sub, drop a follow if you're on Twitch. The subs really help out because we're trying to get to 100K. You guys could help make that happen with the click of a button. Spot finder. And a lot of people, yes, sir, cut my locks months ago, yeah. Instead of tipping the waitress, he's tipping it's all good. Whatever you see fit, man. Appreciate you, Ricky George. Let him know, B. Let him know. Baby Jesus. Tiny infant baby Jesus. Spot Finder, a new off-board badge which utilizes the get open mechanic. If you guys don't know what the get open mechanic is, when you're gonna tap R2, it's gonna give you a speed boost in whatever direction you choose. And but that speed boost will take an adrenaline bar from you. He goes on to say, to use the get open mechanic, tap R2 or RT when you are ready to cut. This will give you a small speed boost and increase the chance of the shot going in after a successful catch. Be mindful when using the get open mechanic because it will cause an adrenaline boost bar. It is versatile and can be used in so many different situations. Corner/wing cuts, centers rolling to the basket after like a pick and roll, something like that. And sharpshooters moving around the three-point line can all utilize the get open mechanic. Again, tapping R2 allows you to make good use of the get open mechanic, but using the spot finder badge works in tandem with the get open mechanic. And I imagine it'll set you up for a good shot or a faster roll. That was Wolf. Salute to Wolf, by the way. I'm not sure if the community is really acknowledging the impact that Wolf had in regards to development. Let's go. It seems like a lot of people are commending Wolf for these gameplay changes. And if you know Wolf, then you know that his outlook on 2K is more defense based. Not that he doesn't understand everything involved with 2K and basketball. I just mean to say that he shines as a lock. And if people continue to commend him for his efforts and contributions to 2K24, then maybe we're gonna have good defense like that. Wolf is excited about certain aspects of defense. I'm excited about certain aspects of defense. Friend of the channel, salute to Pacers Gaming and 2K Labs. Pacers Gaming in here? Oh yeah, well, I'm not sure if Pacers Gaming in here, but word up. Salute to Pacers Gaming. I don't know. We were at something like 30,000 subscribers when Pacers Gaming hit me up to do the rate my build, and I got to do that with Wolf. So I got to meet Wolf, and it was just dope. Salute to Pacers Gaming, man. Oh man, Spencer at Pacers Gaming was just a breath of fresh air. Just that whole team was dope. Salute to 2K Labs as well. If they're in here, they're going to have that info you need. You know that info that's going to separate you from everybody else? That's going to be 2K Labs. Love 2K Labs, by the way. Roberto Barrios, appreciate you. Thank you for joining as a rookie. Again, if you guys would like to join as a member, just type !join. You'll get a badge by your name. Wolf has part of both. Nice. Jay Spazin, do you got an idea of what your first build going to be? Is it going to be like the position you normally like to play or whatever you have going on with your team or whatever? So if people are curious about the build I'm going to make, if you guys don't know, I'm doing a no money spent complete annual cycle playthrough. I spent way too much money on 2K23 and I said it's not happening again. So I had to make a huge change. We're doing no money spent, so I have to really be cautious with what type of build I bring out there. People think that I'm going to lean towards center. And I may eventually make a center, but I highly doubt that's going to be my first build. I doubt it. I'm not sure. Ricky George with the 199 super chat says, hey, bro, you play on PlayStation or Xbox? And I play on, you play on Xbox or PS4. I don't play on either one of those. I'm on the PS5. Ricky George. It's hard for me to keep a straight face. You already know I was going into my trolling moments, but it was hard to keep a straight face on that one. Oh, City Big Red, the $5 super chat. Sounds like we get to do legit double action plays. Hopefully that is the case. We'll see. We'll see how they make it happen. One Shy King in the building said, hold on, did I just miss it? Mike Bird just joined as a legend. Appreciate you, Mike Bird. One Shy King. Wolf had Hall of Fame annoy the ball handler badge. Yeah, he was one of the best locks. So if we're getting if Wolf is on the development side of things, then that's a good look for defense. Voice to text, stop the stream. He said voice to text, stop the stream. That's funny. What answer would you create? Maybe you meant center. So yeah, folks are thinking that I'm gonna make a center, and I think a center in a no money spent is kind of like a cop out. And I may make a center because every year I do play center, but I'm not sure if that's gonna be the first build I make. It might be the smartest build to make. I'm just not sure. I'm leaning towards a wing type of player, like a rebounding wing type of player. I'm leaning towards a 6'10 type of build. Athletic. Something that I could use at the end of the year. Any build that I make, again, no money spent. But any build that I make, I want it to last me the entire year. I'm going to have the fewest builds I've had in the longest time. So I'm thinking 1, 2, or even 3 builds max. Considering I got to grind them out. 199 from Ricky George said, hey, bro, I'm chill. That's what's up, Ricky George. You are chill. You are chill, bro. That is facts. You are probably the chillest dude right now in this stream. You are cold, bro. Cold as ice. My favorite build from 23 was my 6'10 Durant build. That was Adam. Thoughts on template builds, SIG animations off rip. I have a feeling template builds are going to be way better than replica builds. I think 2K with pro play is going to allow them builds to be way more suitable to the gameplay that you may experience. That's my thoughts on. I love the idea of them adding the signature animations off rip, and I really may even consider the idea, depending on what we see, I may consider the idea of making a template build. Get a Ricky George badge. We'll see what happens though. You guys are definitely gonna know the first build I make though. So it's not gonna be a thought. You guys are gonna have it firsthand. A no money spent year. Things to look out for with no money spent, because we gotta approach it very differently. If I'm doing a no money spent year, it's gonna be very different from if I was just upgrading my player and going out there, and with the idea of making another build ASAP, no problem. I gotta be real cautious on the build I make. So if you guys are attempting the same type of process, or you say you don't have the finances to add to your build, keep it locked here, because I'll do my best to keep you covered. Thoughts on playing on a monitor or TV? Killer Kev, play on a gaming monitor. It is imperative if you want to compete. If you're just a casual, you go into theater, you don't really care, you're half paying attention when you're playing the game. But if you find yourself in the lab trying to master your jump shot, if you find yourself in the lab trying to master your dribble animations, things that take a huge amount of timing, and you got to learn the timing for everything. If you're that type of player, then go and get yourself a monitor ASAP. The difference is night and day. And I'll tell you my experience. Going from TV to monitor, I'll tell you my exact experience. Going from TV to monitor, at that particular time when I did it, I wasn't shooting well anyway, so I didn't really notice the differences. It wasn't until I went back to a TV, I ended up going back, and it was about a year or two later that I ended up kind of going back and trying it out. And it was impossible to play on. You notice the differences in timing like night and day. So if you're playing on a TV, depending on your TV, because there's some TVs that have a high response, but I wouldn't. I would say look for some with like a, what is it, a 1 millisecond response time and a high refresh rate. Just bought a monitor and was 100% worth it. John Harvey. Yeah, yeah. So that's what I experienced. I just share my experience with you guys. Whenever you're gaming at high, like at a higher competitive level, it's best you play on a monitor. If you're playing like say role playing games, you probably could play on the TV where your response time isn't as critical. You're not online. You're playing primarily offline. Then yeah, stay on your TV. But as soon as you get up there, you're gonna have to. Did you watch Bruce's video? Apparently, he uses Tobo button. He's stupid. Oh man, 4K HDMI 2.1. That's the next level, Marcus. Marcus put 4K HDMI 2.1. That's where we're headed. We're definitely headed in that direction. But that's best right now. That's like what you can get the best. I use a 32-inch gaming monitor. Ricky George said, I'm going to play 2K24. Ricky accomplished it. The first full-on sentence that made absolute sense. I'm telling you, you can't discredit folks just because they have two first names. Salute to you, Ricky George, for completing your very first sentence in a super chat. You got to believe in people. You know what I'm saying? And I believe in you, Ricky George. Truly, I believe in you. I knew you was going to be able to complete a whole sentence. I'm looking forward to you getting on 2K24. Do you think 2K24, what the homie said? Are we going to be able to carry over those SIGs from templates? No, you will not. Those template SIGs stay on that template build. Yes. See, Ricky's a GOAT. You see what I'm saying? He's just a GOAT. Ricky is the GOAT. Ricky is like the star of the stream right now. Ricky Georgie. All right, next one up. Let's see. So we got Spot Finder. I got so much information that it's just like, let's see what we finna go to next. Badge grind is pretty quick. All right, we'll pull this one up and we'll just kind of pull it up on screen and let you guys decide if you want to continue to elaborate on it. That's Mike Wayne. That's the Chalk 2-3. So that is it. All right. Next one up has now become Ricky Bobby. Yeah, it's sick. Man, I really gotta adjust that lighting. That lighting changed my whole setup. I really gotta adjust that lighting. All right, here we go. Zach Timmerman, a few key notes that didn't make the report. The badge grind is pretty quick for badges you use frequently. So you're not going to be struggling to get those badges out there. Teammate grades and wins and losses have a big impact on badge progression. What does that mean? In layman's terms, that means that you guys are not going to be wilding out there all selfish, going crazy, trying to wild out and take stupid shots. You're going to have to increase that teammate grade. Or else, if you got a low teammate grade, your badge progression is going to take a huge hit, up to 35%. Not to mention another 5% loss hit. So take that, keep that in mind. Rebirth instantly sets your badges to silver. If you guys don't know, you instantly get your badges on bronze for 2K24. How you play determines what level those badges will go up to. I didn't mean to do that. Reference. Let me see. Ricky George said, I'm chill. Can you make another song about me? ICB. See? This is why you got to be cautious with how, you know how sometimes you put the battery pack on your homie and he ends up doing something stupid. You got to be cautious with some of the homies, how you put the battery pack on them, how you commend them, how you congratulate them, because then look at what ends up happening. When bad things happen to good sentences. We went from Ricky George just completing a whole sentence in a super chat, and now we get this. His next super chat, 199 super chat from Ricky George said, I'm chill. Can you make another song about me, ICBI? It's all downhill from here, bro. It's all downhill. So Ricky got that moonshine. No, I appreciate the stream. It's like, because I be like, don't read my text out loud. How he graduate and drop out at the same time. Y'all stupid. Y'all trolling. Oh, man. How is rebirth obtained this year? I imagine it's the same exact thing. If you want to, you make your build, you complete your first build, and then you could get the option to rebirth your next build. And of course, you can increase that to 90 overall. The big question is how much of these bills, a big question, at least in my mind, is how much of these bills are going to cost. Even though I'm not spending any money, I will shake and bake, baby. I will be. Talladega Nights is like one of my favorite movies. Yeah. I don't know if I'm on fire. Oh, man. That's like one of my, that joint be having me in tears. I must have saw Talladega Nights like a good 100 times, bro. A good. Adam with the $2 super chat. Getting your 6 off rips is a game changer. I think it's a game changer as well. Appreciate you sharing that, Adam. I believe it is a game changer as well, yeah. You're talking about 60 overall. I'll be able to have animations. Ricky George with another 199 super chat just to say, One time, RG. They're going to start calling him RG, the magic man. Which defensive badge do you think is more OP? So it was interesting to hear Uncle Demi talk about 94 feet, saying that it may not prove as useful, and he may have to talk to some folks to help make some adjustments before release date. Highly doubtful. But fast feet is going to prove to be extremely useful. And I think it was an immovable enforcer was another one. Said having these badges stacked are going to prove to be useful. I'm a little skeptical, so it's hard to ask me about defense. I got to get out there and see it. Because offense is getting overloaded with badges. Overloaded to help them create more options. They give the defense what they need. Hopefully they're able to execute. And a lot of people are making lockdowns for 2K24, just so y'all know. I really appreciate you too, German TMB. Thanks for being here every day, nonstop. You already know the vibes, man. We're out here. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. GB said, I'm getting 94 feet. And 94 feet is for, hear me out. Hear me out. Similar to what Uncle Demi made a good point, by the way. Because, let's go, Kochi. 94 feet, let me move my mic up. Oh, motherfucker. 94 feet is supposed to be for, I'm sorry, I'm like talking mad loud into the mic. It all went down, Ricky George. 94 feet is supposed to be for full core pressers. And it's supposed to like avoid the stamina hit. In other words, when you get into body up animations, your player would lose stamina. Well, this is supposed to help minimize the stamina hit effect. The main reason why 94 feet is a problem is because as you're in a full core press, until they get to half court, they don't lose adrenaline bars. So keep that in mind, y'all. If they're not losing adrenaline bars, then what would be the point of 94 feet? It kind of defeats the purpose. Sure, you'll be able to body up unless it gets real bumpy. Unless it just gets hella bumpy. Carolina Red said, with the $4.99 super chat, said, my question is, with everyone getting bronze out the gate, will badges activate with game progression, or do we apply them like we do on 23? That is an interesting question. I'm not absolutely sure about that. There are no badge points. And if anything, with the maybe Heck could elaborate a little bit more on this, share his thoughts. But from what I understand, especially considering your question, it seems like we're all going to have these badges. And they will pop off at different levels considering you meet the attribute requirement. They'll pop off, but only based on your gameplay, so it doesn't seem like you have to have them equipped. Is that a fair assessment? It doesn't seem like you're picking and choosing badges, but what you are picking and choosing is certain perks to put on badges. That's what I gathered from all this information. So you put perks on badges to help increase. There was an image circulating where each badge had a little icon at the top left. But if as far as equipping a badge, no longer. At least that's what I'm assuming. If it looks like we never apply badges, they just pop up on bronze when you get the ratings up. There we go. So yeah, Heck confirmed that. Heck confirmed it. You'll be able to apply these perks to badges. In other words, it's all based on your gameplay. If you have all bronze badges at the end of the year, that means you've been exploring. At the very least, you've been exploring hella different options. This is why folks that are going to have like a set role are going to be able to increase their badges to Hall of Fame and keep them there. If you're a set spot up shooter, you're highly likely to have the most effective shooting badges locked in for you. And not to mention floor setters. Floor setters is the game changer that changes everything, because when you, from your execution, this is it, y'all. From your exploring, from your execution on how well you execute, you get that badge to a certain level, then you floor set it so it can't drop below, say, gold or silver. Ricky George said, $4.99 super chat. George, let me first say this. If you're anything like Ricky Bobby, if you're even close to Ricky Bobby, you know you're going to need a vehicle. Don't go getting your vehicle repossessed for the sake of dropping super chats here in this stream. I appreciate the super chats, but we want you to have a vehicle. We want you, if you ain't first, you're last. We want you to have a home. Ricky George said this ain't nothing for him. Hey, bro, I'm chill. Just wondering what these BC prices. There's a family stream. I'm not doing BC prices. I don't really talk about BC prices. I think that's in a whole other type of stream. I don't think it's set for this joint. If you got questions about VC, I'll help you out. But these BC prices, can we get your verdict on them? And if you ever do a giveaway for VC, I'm trying to, so obviously, so that's a little suspect, because the first one you said BC and then you ended it with VC. I'm trying to win one. All right. All right. Well, you could save some of these super chats and just buy yourself a VC pack. I may consider doing VC giveaways. I may consider that. Template or customize. And Uncle Biz said, family stream, yeah. Template or customize. The differences are going to remain. That this is going to be, a lot of players out there may consider a template as guidance. So you could modify a template. You could choose a template and then modify it. If you do modify it, you do not get the animations that are directly tied to it. You would have to make the purchase for them. If you pick the exact template, those animations are given to you. So Midwest 420, bronze badges in September 2024 is crazy. Well, you got to think about it. Supreme RD, appreciate the $1. Thank you. I don't even know if that was a super chat, or I'm getting used to these things here. James Williams with the $4.99 super chat said, y'all don't see the VC finesse with how badges and builds work. They want you to get frustrated and make a new build and more Bay Area bullies. What up? I could guarantee y'all, my intention for 2K24 is to have fun. But I want to have fun without spending money. I want to go back to the day where I didn't spend $1 on 2K outside of the base unit sale. And that wasn't too long ago, y'all. So I'm going to try to recreate that experience on 2K24. But I could guarantee y'all that there is this whole system. I like the system. I want to put that out there first. But there is absolutely no way that the system is created to save you money. I highly doubt that this system is in any way going to save you guys any money. Quite the opposite. I think the system, whatever system 2K is going to roll out, is going to be geared towards making 2K money. And I think that's okay, because 2K is a business. They just need to make sure to balance it out well. Over the last few years, it hasn't been balanced out well. where it seemed like we was dishing out a lot more, but getting a lot less, at least compared to when we spent no money outside of the in-game purchase. So hopefully the system is a bit more balanced out, but trust and believe you guys are going to spend some money. Hopefully you could spend a little less than what you did last year. Ricky George is increasing the hype for the stream with a $9.99 super chat. He said, my bad, bro. I mean to only say VC. I think that means virtual coins. Ah, bro, I'm chill. Thanks for the info. You are my new favorite YouTuber, low key. I like 2K. This now one gonna be it. I'm drinking Starbucks. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am dead, bro. Oh, I am in tears. Salute. Oh my God. Salute to Ricky George. Yeah. Oh man. That joint had me in tears. What in the world? Appreciate. All right, stop. Straight face. Straight. Oh man, hell yeah, Ricky George with the Starbucks. Man, I need a breather for that. Hold on, let me. Yo, Ricky George is definitely the star of the stream, man. Yo, that joint had me in tears. Woo, that was good to me. Excuse me, man. Ricky George, you are a star. When we get in the city, it should be soon. This is exactly why I don't drink Starbucks. I didn't even know Starbucks did that to you, bro. I didn't even know Starbucks was in the Kenzo. What up, man? What's in that Starbucks, Ricky? Salute to Kenzo, man. Man, Ricky George in the building. How will turbo button be impacted by the get open utility being assigned to the same button that won't scrap turbo? Would they? No, they didn't scrap turbo. So the differences between the get open mechanic and using turbo will be a matter of whether or not you tap the button or you hold it straight down. So I think it's going to lead to a lot of problems where a lot of folks are going to think that they have like adrenaline bars, and they're going to realize they're out of adrenaline bars. If you guys don't know what we're referring to, is the city today or tomorrow? It should probably be tomorrow. It should be sometime soon. It's the week of the 28th. But if you guys don't know about the get open mechanic is going to give you a speed boost in whatever direction you use your left stick if you tap R2. But the problem that I could see personally arising is that if you hold L2, that's your sprint button. There's going to be a lot of players out there who are just tapping it to move, but they just kind of want to stop moving, so they let go. Adrenaline bar gone. Maybe it's a clear as day mechanic that if you speed boost, you know you're speed boosting and you see the huge difference. Hopefully that's the case, so you're not confusing on whether or not you're tapping it or holding it. But I wish it was a different button. I do wish it was a different button. This man probably 10 using his mom's car. Man, that was good to me. Yeah, Ricky Bobby. How old are you, Ricky? I mean, Ricky George. How old is Ricky George? Excuse me. How old is Ricky George? Because if you're young, you don't need to be putting no more super chats in the stream. No, it says today is the week of the city trailer. All right, there you go. It's the 29th here. I want to see the city and or my career trailer. Well, we'll be covering it here, and we'll go live again tomorrow to kind of break down any trailers or any information. When are they going to let us see the city? Should be soon, yeah. We're on it. If it hasn't dropped yet. If I ain't covering it, you know it hasn't dropped. So, yeah. Man, do you think the new playmaking badge... Ricky George is 25. You are of age. I appreciate you sharing that. Appreciate the $9.99 super chat. Do you think the new playmaking badge, such as quick first step and blow by, will they give it a high cutoff or a position cutoff rate? Tom McBride, I'm not. I can't fully understand. Will they give it a height cutoff? I got you. Or position cutoff rate. Well, the requirements for badges are primarily based in height and attribute. So it's going to be either you surpass a attribute threshold so that you can get the badge, but everything else is through gameplay. So in other words, everybody, I'll put it like this: everybody will be able to get damn near every badge. If everybody put their attributes to 99, they'll be able to get every badge, but it'll be dependent on their gameplay, dependent on the height. So in other words, a 7-3 shouldn't have like a quick first step badge or something like along those lines. But even though I understand that quick first step is not there, I just mean to say, if you meet the height requirement for a particular badge set, everybody could get the badge. Every badge starts on bronze. How you play determines what level that badge goes up to. So hopefully you guys, it's a whole new system, yeah. It's a whole new thing to get used to. Selfless with the $4.99 super chat. Selfless Gambino. All City, do you think jumpers will be similar? If we liked our jumpers in 23, you think they'll be similar in 24? Or will we be jump shot hunting again? It's a good question. I wish I could tell you yay or nay. It's tough because over the last few years, we've seen dramatic changes in the absolute go-to jumpers. And this particularly over the last 3 years. We had jumpers like set shot 25. We had jump shot 3. So different to what we got for 23. If you knew anything about set shot 25, you knew that joint was just super fast. Lights out super fast. The only thing that can compare to set shot 25 is the jump shot the 6-1 guards use. I forgot the guy's name. But there's no other jump shot that compares to set shot 25 on 2K23. So if I was to give my best guess, we might be jump shot hunting again. And as always, I highly recommend NBA 2K Labs. I always recommend them. They helped me get right for 2K23. I was struggling. And if it wasn't for 2K Labs and that new jump shot mechanic where you could plug in your controller and just hit the button, if it wasn't for that, I would have never realized my preference timing. And it was because I did that I found out, boom, boom, how to get this. And then I started applying that to my game. Everything changed, like, for me. It was still a struggle, but it wasn't nearly the struggle. I was like a brand new player out there, which was crazy to me because I've been playing the game way too long to be struggling that much. So if you guys would like to get that type of information and lock it in, I recommend signing up for NBA 2K Labs Premium like right now and use my promo code AllCity to save yourself 20%. If that's something you want to get into, locking in the best jump shots. They're already on it. They're already providing a lot of information, and that's for free. Just go to NBA2KLabs.com. The Lord still loves me with the $9.99 super chat. That's what I was saying the other day about L3R3, the buttons under the sticks. 2K, the only game that doesn't use them. The buttons under. Oh, I got you. I got what you're saying. Yeah, like pushing the sticks in. Yeah, they could have did something with that, right? Yeah, it's facts. Jump shot Q now. Yeah. Oh, by the way, that's facts. There is different. It's no longer early, late. You're gonna select a particular jump shot queue, and like for me, it's gonna be on the release. But this way, your animation as it's playing out, you're not like shooting or releasing the button when the ball is at your chest. That's the main reason for that, if I'm not mistaken. So far, the city hasn't been revealed. If we hear anything about the city being revealed, we'll go to it, but it's highly doubtful. More than likely, be later on in the week. City has been revealed. He's sitting right here talking to us. 1999 from Ricky George. He said, "I'm chill." Another complete sentence. Salute to Ricky George. I really appreciate that. You are chill. Keep chilling. Keep vibing out. You are cold. Ricky is unhinged. Slim Rican. What up, Slim Rican? Mika. Man, I truly appreciate the gesture. Everybody who super chats, everybody who supports just by your viewership or even just participating by commenting, it really means a lot. You guys know there's a journey for me. Uh, if we do reach that 100K, hopefully you guys could all come back and share in the experience because I understand that I'm only here. Makes my hair stand up. I understand that I'm only here because of y'all. And I was having this talk with Big Heck earlier today that a lot of folks like to say the 2K community is toxic. And I can never agree with that. I understand how some people may receive toxicity, but I can never agree with that because of how you guys welcome me with open arms and you continue to exalt the platform, which is pretty dope. So this journey alone has been eye opening. And again, if we make it to 100K this year, whenever we do make it, come through and share in the experience, man, because I am going to be super, super excited. It's a milestone for us and the platform. If you guys don't know, what we do here on YouTube is not all we do. We are heavily dedicated offline, dedicated to our Discord community. Our Discord community is up to 27,000 members in there. And we really work, that's like a platform to help players connect. If you're tired of running with randoms, you want to find players to run with, join our Discord. Just type !Discord in the chat, and you'll be able to find some players at your skill level. Whether you're a comp player or you're a casual player, we have specifically designated rooms for you. So we do a lot offline as well. So it means that much more. The idea, yo, what in the world, Ricky? Yo, that is crazy. Ricky with the 49.99 super chat. Car note officially paid. Man, thank you, Ricky. I appreciate that. Salute to you. He sent that 49.99 super chat just to say salute to you, Ricky. He said, wow, and I'm looking at the rest of the chats. They're like, what? And folks are, you already know, folks in Ricky's DMs right now. Yo, I'm streaming at this time. Come through, 8 a.m. Eastern. You already know, folks are hitting Ricky up. Oh man, much love, man. Much love, much respect, Ricky George. And I gotta tell you, like I said in the beginning of the stream, I normally don't trust people with two first names. But if you ain't first, you're last. And Ricky George is killing them out here. 2K watching Ricky closely. Oh, City Big Red with the $2 super chat. He said, Ricky on one. He is the GOAT. You got some VC for the year. Well, you know we're doing no money spent. So, Henny Ricky, I need a copy of 2K. Big X said, no more talk about no money spent after Ricky. Well, I gotta tell you, ain't no money spent. I tell you, God works in crazy ways. All you need to do is believe. That's it. Man. Shake and bake. Talladega Nights, one of my favorite movies. Salute to y'all. 571 still in the chat. We are out here. I'm starving. I gotta eat me some. I see my like I do gotta adjust that lighting. I see I look like it looks like I lost my coloring. I'll fix that. I'll fix that for tomorrow. I'm gonna have to put it back down. Supreme RD with the $5 super chat said, do you think it would be smart to use a template for your first build? What up, IC? Appreciate you guys putting the W's in there. I think it can be smart for a lot of players, but it's going to be dependent on your skills. So if you're a veteran in 2K, you may not be inclined to start with a NBA template build. But I think the NBA template build and the basis behind it is to help players who have no idea or no clue like how to meet thresholds. They don't know what their play style is going to be like going through the years. So they don't know if they're going to be able to accomplish getting these particular badges or animations. So these are some of the things to consider for newer players. If you're a newer player, a template build might be the way to go, especially considering you get a head start with those animations. So something to consider, something to keep in mind. Do I think it'll hold up towards the end of the year? Probably not. You'll probably end up making a new, more advanced build. Mika with the 4.99 super chat said, how does the pure green window work for pure sharps? Actually going to stand out. I think pure sharps are going to stand out this year. We had hash shooters for 2K23. I think this year, considering that the badges are going to fluctuate, I think you're going to see sharps out there with Hall of Fame shooting badges hitting shots that not anybody else could hit. I think we're going back to that time we used to have that time. And it wasn't too long ago neither, where sharps were just separated. You didn't want to leave that man open at all. And we had a little bit of that in 2K23, but it was different because those players were still able to do so much more. So I think in 24 we're gonna see a difference. All City Toonie, a member for 7 months as a legend. Say, yo, Ricky is on my level. Yeah, Ricky done surpassed everybody. Ricky is going crazy. City, am I alone on wanting a little more post love? Well, you're gonna get it, Spazzin. You're gonna get that post love. This year, 2K looks like they are really giving the post some love, and I think you're gonna like what you see. We are 1.5 hours in. What is the best jump shot fastest, please? We can't tell you. I don't know yet. But if you want to know the fastest jump shot as soon as possible, join NBA 2K Lab Premium and sign up for their premium membership. Use my promo code to save yourself 20%. Promo code is AllCity. From what I hear, the template builds are actually solid. There you go. All City Big Heck said from what he hears, the template builds are solid this year. The ones paying money used to look at no money spent like we're poor. Now you're coming to our side. My boy said Cardinal paid. What template builds are we thinking will be available? Still to be determined. We haven't got insight on as to what template builds will be available yet. But as soon as we do, we'll definitely drop it here. We should be seeing a lot of this information by the 1st. So keep that in mind. The folks who went to Community Day, the embargo, the restrictions on their content is lifted. So you're going to see a bunch of folks just dropping information, and we should see information about template builds, I imagine. A lot of broken controllers for those no money spent years can't even compete unless you're 85 through an 88. Bill Peters said VC gang all day. So we're going to put that to the test this year. You heard the homie say, you can't compete unless you're an 85 to an 88. I will be competing, and I will be lower than an 85 to an 88. You guys are going to see it all here. You're going to see the whole journey here on this channel. Let's go, Kochi. But I imagine it will be, like you said, a lot of broken controllers, a lot of frustration. I'm trying to have fun. Say word that I heard the mid-range, but I'm talking about post moves, man. I feel like the only 2 or 3 moves you can use before people figure you out. Yeah. And it's not only the mid-range, it's post moves in general. The post game. Hollywood 2K came into, I'll give you a perfect instance, Spazzin, just so you could alleviate some of your concerns in regards to the post. Hollywood 2K came into the Twitter space and said post moves, post scorers look good. So it was a specific question. So I think that should alleviate some of your concerns. He had access to the game, and that was what he had to say about post scorers. He couldn't give out too much information, but if you're curious, go check out Hollywood 2K on his channel. He'll be dropping them. What up, All City Tron in the building? I'm competing at a 68. Yeah, All City Big Red said we got you. Yeah, man, we out here. But we're gonna see if we put that to the test. How much of a liability would I be to our team? What is going on? Tooney said nobody is taking my. What in the world? This is insane. Are y'all seeing? Y'all haven't seen this yet. Wait until y'all see this. Man, Toonie said nobody is taking the crown. Toonie said, I got the crown. I'm holding the crown. $100 super chat from Toonie said, yo, Ricky, let's pay the rent for the month. Yo, that is crazy. Gaming setup starter kit. I do have a gaming setup starter kit. I have it all on. I think you could type in, hey, Toonie, thank you so much for the $100 super chat. That is so, wow. Today has been like wild, wild, just wild. I really appreciate that. It's truly humbling. Hopefully, this is inspiring for a lot of the folks out there who are considering streaming and creating content. I'm not buying NBA Wave. I am not buying VC for any of my players. I do have a gaming setup starter kit. I think you could type in exclamation point. I forgot the code, but it's like exclamation point Amazon. I think I have it in there, and it should give you a link for like my initial gaming setup. I have way better equipment now, but man, that was crazy, man. That was just crazy. Salute All City Toonie. Salute to the whole All City team for everything y'all do. Chris Stockton City, you should drop. Oh, I read that already. Are the animations still locked to height? There are height. Yep. There's gonna be height requirements, height restrictions. Bamboo, do you think Rec will have more challenges and better unique rewards, or are we thinking? I would love to see them put more effort into the Rec Center. I think it caught 2K off guard how much popularity the Rec Center has gained. Maybe it's not. There we go. Yeah, there it is. So the link is there. Yeah, it's on Amazon. Let's go, Coachy. Mr. Wario, my day is going good so far. Salute to you. Hopefully your day is going well. BC's in All City more than deserves this. He's always working hard to give us news and everything we need. I appreciate you saying that. It's truly humbling, man. Truly humbling. Today was just a humbling experience. Salute to Ricky George and All City Toonie and everybody else who contributed to those super chats. It was just it's just been dope. But we out here. I haven't heard anything on a solo. Don't I have this thing? I'm gonna have to put this thing over here because this thing is starting to annoy me now. Rec challenges would be awesome, and I think there are going to be something like rec challenges. I think there's going to be. You could challenge yourself as well because they're going to have these little perks that you could apply. They did talk about it. Let me see if I got the image. Hold on a second. Let me see if I got the image because they did talk about it. Let me see what's this image here. No, that's not it. That's Dinobot. They are something like rec challenges. Damn, what in the hell is going on? When they say good energy is contagious, it is not a lie. John Harvey just super chatted $49.99. Said, might as well join the fun too. Been my favorite streamer to go to for all the news. Man. Let's keep this thing going. We are his favorite streamer for a reason. We are out here. We gather the information. We share the information. We stay connected in and all, like offline and online. So it's super dope. Appreciate that, John Harvey. Thank you for joining in on the fun and participating in these super chats. It's just been an experience. You already know, man, oh man. Don't know hype. Let's get it. Yo, what a crazy stream. Definitely a crazy stream. I'm amped as well. Again, y'all see All City Big Heck right there. He is one of the leading figures for 2K Intel right now. Go ahead and go follow him on Twitter at B1S. Real simple. 3 characters. At B1S. All City Big Heck. If you want to stay up to date, Heck gives me a ton of information. I could share that with y'all. Oh man, what a beautiful day it's been. Certified Ghost, appreciate you being here. MO8 We work hard to be the community we are. I appreciate you recognizing that. Reggie Noble, what it is. Yeah, if you're not inspired, facts. And if you guys don't know, man, you got questions like about streaming, about starting, about, man, all you got to do is get close to the family, man. And we in Discord every day. Ask the homies how much I share about streaming. Ask the homies how much I share about my journey and my experience. Ask the homies. Completely transparent. You know why I'm completely transparent? I'll give you the main reason why I'm completely transparent about my journey. Because it takes a ton of hard work, and that's hard work that you the only one that could do. No matter how much information you get, there's not some secret code that you type in and you're there. No, it takes a lot of hard work and dedication from you. So no matter how much information I give out, it's all gonna, how successful you are is all gonna be dependent upon you. Those are just real life facts. People think they got the secret code to get into the streaming. You can know one of the biggest YouTubers is irrelevant. You might get a little jump start, but to get to that man's level, it's your effort. How do I join? Yeah, just type ! Discord, man. Oh, City, are you doing a no money spent? Doing a no money spent. Yep. Brat's up, doing a no money spent, man. We out here. Smug 3D. No sense of looking at other people's bills. They don't have your playstyle. Say it again, Keith Turner. You're going to look at other folks' builds. But if you're not playing, this huge. Thank you for saying that. A new hat for that one person that said whatever. Yeah, facts. Now I got the money to buy a new hat. But this is huge. What does this do for build creation? Hear what the homie said. If you're looking at somebody else's build, and this is what we're going to have to take into consideration. If you're looking at somebody else's build and you're not matching their play style, they're showing you clips on how good that build plays. Let me think of somebody. Who's the dude that sells the jerseys? Damn, I forget his name. Solo is somebody I watch. But there's somebody else. The GOAT, who's the GOAT dude? Does anybody know who I'm talking about? Why am I forgetting his name? But either way, you go to your favorite build creator and he shows you clips of what he's doing out there in the court. If you're not matching what he's doing out there in the court and you cannot match what he's doing out there in the court, your badges are going to be set up completely different because it's all based on your play style. Hella interesting year. Hella interesting year. Are you going back to streaming live gameplay? Yeah, I may go back to streaming live gameplay, especially with this no money spent year. I'm not talking about Steezo. No, Young Dirk. There we go. Thank you, Dribbles. Young Dirk is who I'm talking about. Yeah. Nah, I wasn't talking about Steezo. Steezo's a GOAT, but I'm talking about the dude that does the Young Dirk. Yeah. Appreciate that, man. So it's gonna be, how about Bear the Beast is dope. Are you going back to yeah, I'm thinking, like I said, I think I am. Facts. Like Dre said, Mike never tried to rap like Pac. Facts. We want 2K24 now. So this is huge. It's based on your gameplay. Your badges are going to be developed based on what you do out there. So what sense is it going to be to go ahead and look at what type of build to make, unless you're looking for like threshold requirements. That's the main basis behind trying to create a build behind somebody else, is a threshold requirement. Unless you feel like you can mimic their style of gameplay, then consider your favorite YouTuber's build. But if you can't, my biggest issue, City Toonie with the $9 super chat. Not gonna lie, I started my positive motivation channel because of City. Thank you for saying that, Toonie. Appreciate the $9 super chat. But yeah, we have talked and we're trying to get other folks in line with their strengths to do what they could do on social media. But one of my biggest issues in regards to like builds and looking online to get a particular build is that I would watch the clips and I know that I can't play the same way. They're just goated. So I'm looking at them and I'm like, I ain't doing all that Steezo. I can't do that Steezo stuff. I don't got the mental capacity to hit the lab and learn it. So this year in particular is going to be very different, taking that into consideration. I think it was Keith who brought that in the stream, so that was super dope. I'm gonna create Simply Grinding's builds. Solid player. Salute to Simply Grinding. We have a ton of VIPs in our Discord community, by the way, and salute to Simply Grinding for joining as well. Just a ton of great leaders in our community. Jack Bill just joined. Swante's in our Discord. Jairus is in our Discord. Brute is in our Discord. Pacers Gaming in our Discord. Badge Plug, Joe Knows. Man, go down the list. We've been doing this Discord thing for a long time. If you guys would like to join our Discord, all you need to do is type !Discord. What's your first build? I'm thinking, Smug 3D said, what's your first build? I'm thinking of a rebounding wing type of build. People ain't ready for my point guard build, Tron said. Yep. They ain't ready. If you want to join our Discord, just type !Discord, y'all. I appreciate you, Pierce. I made a point build, had really good dribbles. I had all the moves, but I liked playing more with my big man and still out moving people. What kind of position and height we thinking based off info? I'm leaning towards a 6'10", might go power forward. Something like that. Man, this has just been what an amazing stream. What an amazing ride. What an amazing journey you guys are taking us on. Let me say this one thing real quick. If you guys support what we're doing, drop a 100K in the chat right now. Our goal is to hit 100K for 2K24. I want to hit it way sooner than later, so maybe we could end the year at like 150. I'm always setting my sights way higher, and I don't do this for the sake of saying a number and throwing it out there and expecting the best. I'm doing this because my work ethic says that I'm going to make that happen, and I'm going to surpass it. That's the type of work ethic that I have, the dedication that I have with the 2K community. Type of 100K. If we hit 100K this year, that joint should just go off. 100K on the way. Spread the word. Help us hit that 100K. Get us one step closer to 100K. Let's make this happen. Salute to y'all. Truly appreciate y'all and everything y'all do to lift up this platform, all the support, all the love. It's just been an amazing ride, and I am never placing myself above the experience. Always grounded, always here, always available, and always accessible. Y'all have a safe and blessed rest of your night. Salute to y'all. I'll catch y'all either on the next video or live stream. Easy, y'all. 1999 from And Got Bands. I hope you're having a blessed day and excited for what's to come for the All City fan. Big 100K soon. And Got Bands, I appreciate you doing that. Salute to you as well. Thank you so much, man. Beautiful way to end the stream.